should be live. Alright, today we're going to be playing a really weird build of Death and Taxes. For those of you that follow Bahra, the crazy mad scientist of Death and Taxes, he had a new brew that he has been running to some success. And it's got some nonsense in it. And we're going to be taking it for a whirl because it looks dope, and because people voted for it over the E-tie list, which is a lot more normal, just with some like weird additions and 25 lands and stuff. But this one, definitely some things stick out, like 4 Flagstones, 3 Factory, 4 Caracas, Singleton Chrome Mox, 2 Cataclysms, 3 Mangaras, no Stone Forges, 4 Spirit Keepers in the 75, ley lines, yada yada. There are a bunch of things. The list is crazy, but also it's Bahra who does crazy lists and does extremely well with them because he's an incredible deck builder and player. We'll see how it goes for us. Oh, I did not upload this to Cardboard Live, and that's probably pretty important. Let me do that while we jump into a league here. All right. Alright, looks like it worked. Let's save it and get it into Cardboard Live. While we're still sitting here waiting for a league. Let me refresh this page too. Nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Alright. That should do it. Hopefully the correct list is shown on Cardboard Live now. It's pretty nonsense. Jeez, he already has 2 trophies. I know at least one of them was on this list. Alright, let's see how this goes. Solnox. The name seems familiar. I should probably like have the picture of the list next to me as I play, because I'm certainly going to forget all the cards that are in this deck when I put in Recruiter and stuff. In terms of creatures, it's not like completely out of line. Man, how greedy is this hand? Do we just like Flagstone's Chrome Mox pitch Cataclysm, turn 1 like Thalia? I feel like I want to keep this hand. I keep this hand if this were a land. Chrome Mox is worse than a land in terms of consistency, but better than a land. Maybe we'll actually pitch this Wisp, because if we get to 4 mana, this Cataclysm is nonsense, keeping like land Chrome Mox and sacking up Flagstones. We'll see what my opponent does on turn 1. Not even certain we're going to play the Chrome Mox sometime. There are some matchups where I play them on here, but I don't think a lot of them. Especially if we were on the play. If we're on the play, this Thalia would be nonsense. But if they're like miracles or blade, they can just turn 2 plow my Thalia on the play, even if we run it out here. Maybe we'll pitch. There's a chance we can pitch plow as well, depending on what the opponent's on. Not if they're on depth, though. Yeah, this looks like depths. Oh, rip this Chromox. Oof. This duress hurts a lot. But, I mean, this hand's still pretty good against depths. Like, we have plow and the wisp. Yeah, it's a pretty easy take. Painful cats. The problem is, we only have there are 22 lands in this build. Our Chromox is down. We got 21 lands. Misses are certainly going to hurt. Luckily, we're in a pretty good matchup here. Easy. Never didn't have it. Duress the plow, I assume. Yes. Currently, our shields are pretty down to get depths. Not a good draw. So we just need to kill my opponent. Problem is if he just goes dark depths, we're like huge dogs here. Oh, that's really good. Because it is, it's a Merit Lage deterrent. And a land drop. Reveals the dark depths. But we do have this Caracas in play. Wait, where was the dark depths last turn? Goodbye, Flicker Wisp. Infinite Thalias. I think we're going to attack with Factory here. If he wants to trade Thalia for, or trade Bob for Factory, we're fine. I think we're just leaning on this. I don't think he'll trade. I think he wants to like try to rip Wasteland and kill me. Yeah. There's a land. Unfortunate. If he had flipped like anything that dealt damage, we would have had lethal through the bomb, but looks like he didn't have anything. So we got there. This is not a Cataclysm matchup, notably. This is a matchup where like a lot of our cards are actually like kind of bad. Well, it looks good. You can always cast Redundant Thalia post-combat to fuel Spirit Keeper. That's true. If I didn't have the Factory going, I would be more inclined to do that, and also if the game was ending. I feel like this is an Honor of the Pure matchup. This Turbo Dips will probably have something, Marsh Coyotes, Dread of Knights, Liliana, something that I want Honor of the Pure for. And we have a lot of duds. Might even be like a Relic Order matchup to take Pithy Needles and stuff. Great, my cat's found the super noisy toys. So we can cut Canonist, cut the Cataclysms. So we definitely want all these. And then we maybe want, like... I don't think Spirit Keeper's worth it. I'm probably going to be cutting Spirit Keepers. Do you think Teferi... How do you think Teferi, Time Raveler, in Legacy does? I know a lot of people are testing with it, either in, like... in predetermined, like, decks like Miracle Shells or whatever, or they're, like, brewing new things with it. I know people are trying, like, Teferi Scepter Chant decks, where you Isochron Scepter... Orange Chant, like Teferi to lock people out. It looks neat. Definitely interested in seeing where it goes. I think it's one of the more powerful cards in terms of legacy playability, but I'm definitely not an expert. Maybe these Thalias actually go. Spirit of the Lab doesn't do a lot. It turns off exactly Sylvan Library. So So maybe we can cut like this. Maybe we just leave in Spirit Keepers. I would rather Relic Orders. Relic Order hits Needle and like Library and stuff. We're leaving all our Spirit Keepers. Does that feel right? If it explodes, it's really hard to get rid of as the opponent. Just it like makes a lot of Mirror Lage blockers and stuff. We don't have any ways to pop it ourselves. So like maybe it's worse than like some number of 2-drop 8-bears, like Thalia's. I played 1 Thalia. Let's go like that. I'm gonna adjust this lamp. My face is a little dim with the light coming from the window. I should just not sit as far back. We'll see. I'm just kind of butts. I guess we'll keep this. Well, we don't probably need 4 lands. Goodbye, Flagstones. Got me. That's a pretty good draw as well. These mobs are definitely a little awkward if my opponent has, like, ooh. Am I supposed to plow this or ballista it? I kind of want to plow it, because I think ballista being a threat in the future turns is probably going to be more relevant. And we have a Caracas to deal with, like, a Merit Lage as a one-time thing. We don't really need to, like, plow it. But we can just go plow Mom here. We're not going to attack out of respect for, like, Liliana Last Hope. I don't really care if, like, one of these got decayed or something. It's a Blackie. But if my opponent goes, like, land Lily Last Hope, at least we'll have the Mom to protect something. It's possible I should use the Ballista over the Plow. I'm not certain on that one, but I do think I'd kind of need to pressure my opponent. Or on the Bahra. So yeah, it's a sweet deck. We've only played 1 game and we haven't done anything phenomenal with it, but it's a dope list. I want to find like Honor up here or some shit. Ooh, that's pretty good. I think I'm playing this over the Ballista. Sorry, not Teferi. Dovin. Oh, Dovin the... Hang on. Gotta make sure I do this right. Teferi? I don't think Teferi is very playable. It's just like, why would I play it over something like Vern Wingmare? It like down ticks to do like a kind of bad bubble effect. We're not going to attack. It's probably not worth it. Sure. Oh, that could be color fixing. And we're going to get like fucking demolished by Marsh casualties here. Hopefully it's just Liliana Last Hope and we're totally fine. No, don't Marsh casualties me. Or like deluge me, that would also be bad. But even then we could follow up with 2-2 Ballista. Have some semblance of pressure. Wasteland, alright, so we gotta protect our Caracas. Interesting, interesting. So I can't just like get insane value here, Caracas my Mangara, and replay my Mangara, because my opponent has the ability to like wasteland my Caracas, which I don't think is worth just firing off this Mangara for no reason. Get a chance to test Tomek. Nope, I haven't played any D&T leagues with Tomek. This is my first league since the set came out, I guess. Did the set come out today? Anyway, we're gonna just deploy a Vial and say go. Because we deploy this Ballista. I'm playing really hard into like a Marsh casualties though. And I really don't like it. So I don't think I need to play my Ballista. I'd rather play it on for 2 when I draw like a 4th land that isn't this Caracas. Came out yesterday. Oh yeah, I didn't stream yesterday either, so. Oh no, my Aether Vial. What do we got, opponent? Really want to find. Ooh, bug depths. Did not see that coming. All right, Hexmage resolves. I wonder if Hexmage is worth sniping. There's a 4th land, so we could just play a 2/2 Ballista and like use the Ballista to essentially trade for this Hexmage. If you do that, you got a card rotation. We have an active Mangara, so we're not doing a card rotation. We just Mangara the Merilage. But if that's the case, we could just play a 1/1 Ballista, right? Like, we wouldn't need to play this a 2/2, because my opponent would always just swap it. I just need to get some sort of pressure. I mean, I guess this factory is kind of pressure. It might incentivize them to wasteland me, too. Maybe we'll just play a 1/1 Ballista and then try to ping it. I guess we could play a 2. We also wouldn't even die to Cropper, right? If we played a 2/2 and we pinged it, the crop rotation, we just ping it again in response. Yeah, I think 2/2's, I guess, kind of free. I don't have to even ping it right now. I just pass the turn, right? I do want to ping it before they make a land drop, though, right? Or before they have the ability to make a land drop. Can you get out of here? Yeah. They don't have 2 greens, so they can't be double. So we just ping their face. So yeah, just by playing it for the extra counter, we just get like a free damage. Oh, use Mom. Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. I didn't think about that. That's the good play. Hadn't really considered that interaction. Hexmage doesn't very often target my creatures. That's the smart line. Nice. We baited the wasteland. So now we can start Mangara Caracasing. What's this? I'm scared. Oh, that's fine. Oh no, they can play a wasteland again. Shit. That's super obnoxious. Also, I need to Mangara this, basically. I don't need to, but it's definitely worth Mangaraing. But we also get the Mangara back this way. So they get to wasteland my Caracas, but we still get to Mangara, hold priority, kill it. Ooh, never mind. We could also just jail it the Excavator, which seems way better. We still lose the Caracas, but we also start to get to draw 2 cards every turn. They should be attacking with like one of these Moms. So we still have a layer of Merilage insurance with the Mangara. My opponent has to deal with that first. There's a Bob. 0% chance they'll let me untap with this Caracas, yeah. Let's draw like a Flicker Wisp. I may need to... I don't like Mangaraing this Bob. We'll see what I draw. Ask and ye shall receive. We'll just Flicker Wisp my Palace Jailer and call it a day. Can you not, Cat? So we can attack with the jailer and the mom. Alright, now we're starting to deal some damage. Because at some point I should have just like shot this Thespian stage with the Mangara. Well, my opponent just had nothing. Sylvan. Sure. Oh god, please get your claws out of me, cat. Still infinitely dead to casualties. Yeah, we might just fire off this Mangara on the Sylvan and attack for 6, 7, 8. I don't even want. I guess I kind of need to revoke her. We're still insulated from a Merit Lage in the case that my opponent just drops Dark Depth and Bojuka Bogs, because we'll have Mom plus Flicker Wisp. So we can like block it at least. But we need to end this game, so I don't want to like, let my opponent like see 3 cards towards like a Marsh Casualty or Dread of Night or whatever. Does the clock increase if I... So next turn I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll have 9 if I attack with my mom, but I didn't play this Revoker to have lethal. Like, naming Hexmage doesn't do a lot, because my opponent already has the Shukapog, but... Can I attack through a Merit Lage for lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, not quite. I can also... Nah, I don't think I need to kill this Sylvan. Yeah, let's revoke her. Maybe Mox Diamond or something like that. Yeah, I don't think the decision like matters hugely. Nice, we got plenty of insurance now. Land kicked Marsh Casualties, just get me. At least we still have like Mishra's Factory for a clock after that. I think Mox Diamond matters less than Vampire Hexmage, right? Can you stop? Can you stop, cat? Do I need to kick you guys out? Your claws are very sharp. We need to cut them. Alright, there's a Dark Depths, which we can't attack through, right? Actually, we can make the Wisp unblockable. At the cost of... Probably just gonna have to bite the bullet and make them gain 20. It's risky. They might have, if they have crop rotation, actually embodied at that, right? Are they making a sorcery speed? Play around. Play around Wasteland. We haven't seen any Wastelands yet, so that's fair. Oh, Thoughtseize. Ugh. That's rude. But now they might be dead, right? They're taking 2? That might just leave them with being dead on board. Just top deck Caracas. I mean, the way this game has been going, that's probably what we're going to do. Yeah. The Thoughtseize was just like, they go to 7, I think they're just dead. Sick. So far, the deck performed exactly like normal Death and Taxes, so nothing really to report. We just like beat the crap out of depths like this deck does, even with Maindeck Cataclysm. Can you get less claws in my back, please? Ugh. I'm just gonna moon all of chat. Can you just sit up there like a normal cat? You are literally the most inconvenient cat in the world. Do you know that? Just get up there. Get. There. Perfect. Just show off your butt to all of chat and get your claws out of my skin. Probably should have been attacking with those moms earlier. Like back when it was turn 6 and I had dealt 0 damage. I think I should have been attacking with like one of the moms for a couple turns prior to that. Would have made that last turn like less of a sweat in terms of combat math. Oh, just lay down. Lay down right there, cat. Please do not dig your claws into my... Yes, perfect. Good work. Oh, wait, that's... Solnox is the Bug Depth guy, right? I follow him on Twitter, right? Is that where that name's from? No. Is that a different person? No, it's a different... Yeah, it's Nicator. Wrong person. Why don't I know the name Solnox? He's in Delver chat? Oh, is that why? Well, I recognize it. I peruse that chat on occasion. Get your perfect. Yep. No claws in my back. Just lay there like a good cat. Good work. Moving the camera down a little bit so everyone can see the cat. Everyone just comes here for cat stream, not me stream. All right. What do we got? Unkeepable garbage. Solid. Let's go to 6. Also unkeepable garbage. Alright, well, I guess we're keeping this and like shipping 2 lands. And hoping Source Splash does anything. So let's ship a Plains and a Wasteland. Keeping Flagstones because there are 2 Cataclysms in the main deck of this nonsense. It's a turn 1 play. So what are we playing against? Polluted Delta Go is a lot of decks. Alright, it's probably Blade or Miracles. Tundra is suddenly a lot less decks. Also the fact that they fetched the Tundra is nice for this this Wasteland here. I think considering they're a Tundra deck, we're much more likely to get equity off of sniping this Wasteland than like trying to cast the Spirit Keeper on curve versus the Plow deck. So we're just gonna power that Tundra there. Move on with our life.
Hello.
What up?
Did you get an Amazon order?
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in the living room.
Okay. What's this? You're expecting another package? We saw it on the door.
I don't know what this is.
I'm not sure what it is.
I'll look at it in a little bit.
Are you losing?
No, it's like turn 3.
Okay.
Nothing's happening.
How would I know?
So we'll play Factory here. We're probably not tagging with the next turn, but you never know. Very questionable for the opponent to fetch Tundra. Yeah, I don't know what their hand was. Maybe it was like a 1-lander and then they just drew 2 lands off the top, but I was a little confused by the Tundra fetch as well. No, never mind. It was a Polluted Delta. So they couldn't fetch a Plains, and maybe their hand was like Polluted Delta Island? But yeah, if they had these other lands, then I don't know what the opponent's hand was. Spirit of the Lab. I feel like whatever I'm casting is just fucking dying. Spirit of the Labyrinth's less mana efficient, but better if my opponent just still has like brainstorms or like wants to like Jace here. I guess if they Jace into Spirit Keeper, it's the same thing, right? They'd have to downtick. But Spirit of the Lab's better if they're on like more brainstorms and ponders and shit. I feel like they might have fired another one off. Although they kept on the ponders, they want to draw the next card likely. Let's go, and we're 1-0 right now, Static. We beat Bug Depths though, so like we beat them because we're Death and Taxes, not because we had main deck Cataclysms. I think Spirit's the more important card, so I think that makes me actually kind of want to play Spirit Keeper as like kind of a bait for another plow. In addition to just being much more mana efficient. So next turn, if I want to, I can like Spirit of the Lab and hit them with a Factory. Yeah. We're not going to go with the Factory, we're just going to go Mom Spirit. So some of my opponents on Miracles because they haven't done a single proactive thing, and it's like turn 6. So, yeah, Snap Plow, the Spirit probably. Maybe they'll plow the Mom if they care about that, but I sincerely, wow. So we're going to untap and plow the Snapcaster rather than using this mana, because I don't want to just get like randomly spell pierced for no reason. It might come back to burn me if we draw like another castable card here. See, like if I had plowed, I could like cast Thalia and animate this Factory for more damage, but I think I just don't want to like make the spell pierce live. They haven't cast a single Brainstorm, so they could easily have a spell pierce in their hand. Ow. I think I want to play this Thalia over attacking the Factory as well. I'm supposed to have Flagstone there. To play around back to basics, because I'm not holding up the plow anymore. It's like gonna actual factual counterspell me. Sure. They do have 5 mana. Should I wait on this? It's really good if it resolves, though. They only have 3 mana. Or they only have 3 cards in hand. My opponent just like stone cold loses if this resolves, right? I keep Spirit Factory, sack the Flagstones for a Plains, and just like crush them. Maybe that means I want them to tap lower, though. But like, do I risk the Factory? Because if like my Factory gets, if they can like Snap, plow the Factory, block the Spirit, then suddenly I don't even have land 4 to Cataclysm them. I think I need to jam this. Or at least I want to jam this. But leaving up 5 mana is just like, ugh. I'm honestly not sure. Just Cataclysm, no fear. I think this is a better plan. I'm not positive, though. Attack first, see if they snap. Oh, that's fair. Oh, well, they have the snap. Oh, snap counterspell, okay. Well, now I just don't attack. But it's also unfortunate. So if I attacked, what do they do? Maybe they flash in the snap? And, like, snap sword's my thing? And we can get him with post-combat Cataclysm? Yeah, it's definitely better to attack first. Oh, wow, suddenly Stoneblade. What? Bahra doesn't exactly do a lot here, but definitely put them on miracles. Rip Mangara. Wow, opponent getting really aggressive. They just like they have to have another snap in hand, right? Otherwise, they're just like straight up losing this race. Oh, Stoneforge, that'll do it too. Now we're just like completely hosed, right? It's like nothing we can do here. Yeah. That Cataclysm was going to be so good though. Unfortunately, definitely should have attacked because if like they flash in Snapcaster. They might like flash in Snapcaster, target counterspell, and just block. What do you want? Why are you so whiny? Go bug your mom. Dang cats. They might have like just blocked, and then I could have waited a turn and like tried to resolve the Cataclysm the next turn or something. Yeah, attacking first was definitely correct. It's just a matter of like, would that have actually got me across the finish line? And the main reason I like wasn't super keen on this build is because like I think Death Attack is the biggest problem right now with Stoneblade, and I don't think this deck has like a particularly better Stoneblade plan than like normal Death Attacks is. It seems unlikely. What seems unlikely? That they like flash in snap blocks target counterspell? Seems okay, right? If I just attack with the one thing, they just like get to free trade the snap and then like time walk me. They could also do nothing, which is the other option. I don't think there's a lot of worlds in which case they like flash in Snapcaster, target plow, and like plow it or something. I think they're either doing nothing or going to like just block and target counterspell. What am I boarding? Oh, these relic orders. Hang on, these are good. Depends on how much you respect your OP. These plows suck. I assume they would snap target Swords of Plowshares. That's like strictly worse than snap target counterspell, is it not? They can like plow a thing or they just counterspell whatever I play that turn, right? I don't have any other creatures attacking. I think the most likely plays there are snap, target counterspell, block, or do nothing and then end stuff like snap plow or something. I think in any of the cases, like I 100% should have attacked first to see what happened because there's a chance they fuck up. But I don't think there was like a very high likelihood that my opponent like just gives me the game there. Could like Thalia call it a day. Wait, all these I have so many Spear Keepers. It's like Jesus. Spear Keeper are very bad in this matchup. I guess it's like is the plan like Spear Keeper Cataclysm them? We'll just go Thalia. I would like to play first. I probably shouldn't keep the sand against like the Force of Will Disenchant deck. The sand seems better. We'll ship the planes, I guess. Yeah, exactly. There's no downside to me attacking there because my plan was either push with both or cast Cataclysm, and if I decide that I'm casting Cataclysm that turn, I should be doing it in the second main and just attacking for 3 to give them a better chance of fucking up. All right, so this hand sucks a lot, but hoping to just cast Cataclysm, that'll carry us. That's the game plan. Like draw a 2-drop here, just like draw Thalia or something. Spirit of the Labyrinth. Like something useful to do in the interim. It's an okay card. Almost assuredly just getting plowed. I'd probably run out Spirit Keeper first, depending on if I find a 4th land. Just Stoneforge time. Yup. We have a Council Judgment at least. They got Batter Skull. They probably already have G2 then. I don't like making their turn super mana efficient, where like they can just go land drop, plow your thing, put in my equipment. But I also think that I just have to play Mangara here. I don't want to play Thalia when like my plan revolves around casting this Council's Judgment. So many cards in hand. Sucks. If we draw a 4th land, then we got like Mangara backed up with Caracas. Maybe we play the Spirit Keeper instead. But if they don't have a plow, the Mangara's so much better. I think it's like safe to assume your opponent like always has the first plow in these blue-white matchups. So we should run out our less important card. Problem is the following turn. This is a mistake. I think I was supposed to play Mangara here. Because the following turn, if they do have a plow, they're just going to plow, leave up Stoneforge activation. So I can't just play Mangara because they can GT me. So I can't attack because I know they have Skull. So I can just walk into the Skull. They do have this Cataclysm. I could just play Cataclysm. But then they put in Batter Skull, and I have to deal with a 4/4, and I only like stoning them twice. They did play a Tundra though, which indicates that they're like running out of lands. I don't think Cataclysm's the right play here. I think I want to play Mangara. Mangara plus Caracas does actually prevent a GT connection. If it's just like put in Batter Skull, untap, put in GT, equip GT, we can block with Mangara, and then Caracas it. Oh, that's annoying. But they have to vote for the Mangara, right? If I draw a land, I might Cataclysm, because then I can Council Judgment with the Batter Skull later. These cards all suck. If I Judgment the Batter Skull and they just have GT, my life is shitty. If I Judgment the Batter Skull and they don't have GT, and they just for some reason fetched up this Batter Skull, then we might be okay. Other plays, just like cast Thalia, which sucks, cast Revoker, which sucks. Maybe we just have to Judgment this Batter Skull. I plan on just like Cataclysming my opponent. Just like Spell Pierce me. Not sure. I'll vote for Batter Skull. They didn't vote for Germ Token. Disappointed. So they're like GTA equip attack me here. If I block, they can. Oh, Jace. Oh, they're brainstorming? Yes. Alright. They didn't have the force last time. If they don't have the force this time, just gonna put them in the ground. Now I was ready to cast this pre-combat, right? Because if it doesn't resolve, I have to send this at the Jace. How often do you beat TN plus GT? Not super often. I've definitely beat it like a not unreasonable number of times. Yeah, Blade's not a great matchup, but it's not like horrible. This is okay. We'll keep the Caracas because we have Thalia synergy, I think. Of course, that means we're guaranteed to draw the next Caracas. 100%, so. Maybe just because we're working with so few resources now, maybe we just need to keep the planes. What? Why are you whining so much, cat? She wants to play, but I can't play. I'm streaming. Yeah, I know. So next turn, we're probably just jamming Thalia. Ooh, second stone forwards. That's a little rude. We do have Revoker and Mom to help try to delay this GT doing things. But pretty sure I'm leading with Thalia. Double Mom also doesn't suck. Double Mom's the best against Plow, I think. Don't hate double momming here, actually. Yeah, Thalia's obviously better if like they're trying to cantrip hit more land drops and stuff. How many lands do they play? They're down all their tundras. They have second basic planes though. But this can't fetch like blue. Notably, they can't TNN me with this mana right now. I don't think they're on third tundra. Yeah. There's the GT, which we have multiple answers for. Double Mom seems better. Yeah, I agree. I think Thalia is better than Revoker right now. I guess revoking now means they can't equip it. They can't start equipping. If they like equip, the Thalia is just a little bit clunkier. I just want to like stop them cantripping though. But Revoker is probably the line here. Opponent is rebuilding very well from this Cataclysm. Much better than I have been. Yeah, incoming true name now. Oh, jeez, that's bad. Way better than Jace would be, that's for sure. So now what do we have to do to win? Besides the fact that we're like completely dead here. Recruit a Leonin Relic Order? What are our recruit targets? Yeah, it's pretty much exclusively Relic Order that would do anything. And of course we're just getting buried. My opponent's only cast one plow this game. I could cast like Flicker Wisp and just trade with the Relic, or and trade with this Palace Jailer, but then we're just even farther from trying to take Monarchy back. This is certainly not looking great. The fact that my opponent hit 3 land drops after getting Cataclysmed is a bit rough. It's gotta be like most of the lands in their deck at this point, right? Like 5 island, 2 plains, 2 tundra? Oh no, they only have 4 islands right now, right? So no blocks. Hang on. If we attack first, nothing happens, right? If I play this, they're going to ping the recruiter in response. If I attack first, they're going to ping the recruiter in response. So. Yeah. Second endgame viewing? Yes, also please don't talk about endgame. Even if I had seen it, which I have not. I'm assuming some number of chat has not. I'm seeing it on Sunday, I think? I'll probably just concede 2 Swords of Plowshares here. Yeah, Snap Swords, that's even worse. They just like have more bodies. That means they actually can't equip GJ this turn, so we could draw like another Relic Order or Evoker or something. So we're not dead. Good old flagstones here for me. One mana off being able to continue trying to live. But my opponent also has been drawing 2 cards a turn for like the past 3-ish turns, so obviously not great. I think this with the Scalding Tarn, it might be they might have the last mana producing lands in their deck. Oh wait, I don't have Streamlabs up. I don't know why I got that notification. Hey, this is my second Cataclysm. Could blow up the rest of their mana producing lands, but we also can't stop this GT, so not good yet. Ewaynham, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Alright, so if they have actual nothing in the top, in all of their hand, and then also the top 2 cards of their library, and then we Cataclysm them, then we'll be fine. I think if they fetch their island, that's like all of the mana producing cards in their deck. Granted, if they just plow this Relic Order, we're just super boned. Can never win. I wonder if the play was actually Cataclysm first there. And just they keep 1 land, Jailer plus GT, and then we, because we sack our Flagstones, we can next turn Relic Order the GT. That's probably better. Yeah. Because I think, yeah, that was dumb. I think I might have actually been able to win this game. But now we're not dead next turn, but we draw like Revoker now or something. Yeah, they just had Force. They might have had the Force last turn too. Yeah, Cataclysm into like drawing a Revoker. I think I'm pretty sure I was supposed to cast Cataclysm first, thinking about it. I didn't consider the Flagstones. Why are you meowing so much? What do you want? Come here, dumbass. Why Why are you being so annoying, huh? Why are you being so annoying? But anyway, that was mostly my inclination. I think the matchup probably gets like marginally better because you have more anti-control cards in this deck. But your matchup also does get worse because you lose the Stoneforge package, which is like a pretty big part of how you actually try to fight Stoneblade. Although maybe it's less good because they get to bring in a pile of Disenchants or whatever, whereas Disenchant is a lot weaker against this deck. But anyway, my musings were that like I think one of the bigger problems for D&T right now is Stoneblade, not like Grixis, where these Spirit Keepers shine. So I was like, I'm not really sure why I want to be doing this over like normal Death and Taxes stuff. I honestly think this list is trash. Yeah, I don't think it's like where you want to be right now. I know Bahra experimented a lot with like Spirit Keeper lists in the Deathrite era, and I think Spirit Keeper is a lot better in the Deathrite era if you're trying to like beat up the Baleful Strix decks and stuff. But I don't really think this deck was built to like try to maximize Cataclysm, and like Cataclysm not even that like the end all be all versus Stoneblade specifically, which is kind of like the top dog right now. I think this is very amusing though. I can probably keep this. Opponent going down to 5. No trash. So what does Misty mean? Just means like any blue deck, really. Inclination when I see Misty is usually like Storm, because like Storm seeks out Misty Rainforest a lot as like fetch Island and fetch Snow Cover or and fetch Bayou. But it obviously just could be any blue deck that wants blue fetches. Miracles, Blade, Sneak and Show, whatever. Think we're just slamming Spirit of the Labyrinth here. Especially the Flooded Train means they're much less likely to be Storm all of a sudden. Do we have to go through this every time someone plays blue fetch? I mean, pretty much, yeah. I mean, interesting days. New people are always tuning in. And like deck identification is a very important skill, especially as like Death and Taxes, where you want to be trying to analyze like what your most optimal 2-drop was. Like if I thought my opponent could have been on Storm there, like maybe we were trying to rogue LEDs, like the much better play over just casting Spirit of the Lab. Like obviously someone who tunes into like every single stream probably gets tired of me hearing that though, but sometimes people want to learn and they just happen to be tuning into this stream and they get to learn a little bit. So now what do I... Did they miss their land draw? They did, right? Well, I was on the draw. Oh no, they dazed me, never mind. They dazed me, which means they're like blue-red Delver then? Which means like I could just try to prel it on one of them, which would be nutty. Why? Why are you doing this, huh? Why are you doing this? Why are you stepping on my head? Can you not? Can you just lay down? Prel on one kind of weak to a second daze though. But it's also very good. Again, and it's good against like the widest variety of decks my opponent is. Might be blue-white Delver. I should never assume my opponent's on blue-white Delver. I usually treat it like basically identically to blue-white Stoneblade anyway. Second daze would be pretty mean. So what are they? Oh, they are blue-white something. Blue-white with daze though, which probably means blue-white Delver is the most likely thing, right? Yeah. If we draw a 4th land, Cataclysm seems pretty tempting here. Maybe not. We could play Revoker and just name Jite. We're actually pretty insulated. Cataclysm only hitting 2 lands for against them isn't, like, amazing. But I am concerned about, like, Jite. Could go like Mom's Spirit Keeper or something. Spirit Keeper getting sacked to a Cataclysm would also be really nice. Help me actually try to race this true name. If we Cataclysm, we have 2 lands though. So next turn we can like deploy Revoker on Jite. We can deploy Mom and stuff anyway. Maybe I'm like trying to maximize these Cataclysms too much. Maybe I just need to like double Stone Rain my opponent sometimes. Especially when I have a Sanctum Pearl on one. Let's try it. Yeah, looks like blue-eyed over to me. They can't even really attack. Like, they're not going to win that race. I usually try to milk Cataclysms as much as possible. Yeah, I'm never sure what I want to be doing. Like, sometimes, like, I want to milk them, but, like, maybe I'm supposed to be, like, just firing them off for more value there. Because it felt like I'm winning this game if this Cataclysm resolved, and, like, I shouldn't, like, just try to get greedy with it, but, like, maybe I should get greedy more, like, cast Revoker or something. Can you not? Oh, God. Everything's falling. Dang cat. Nemesis is bad design. I hate it. I'm right there with you. I also don't enjoy True Name Nemesis existing. Anyway, we want like a flyer, right? We want someone to attack through True Name. So Spirit Keeper or Recruiter for a Wisp would be fine. What's Recruiter for a Wisp? I mean, I hope the designer knows the folly that they made. They did like in that interview with what was it, Gavin? He literally said that like True Name was a mistake and that we did not anticipate it to be like a super legacy playable card or anything. So I would hope that the designer does realize their folly. All right. Oh, that's rude. What? She just walks outside and then starts whining because she doesn't know where we went. She's a really dumb cat. Alright, so we have 2 creatures in the graveyard, so I think it's time for Hallowed Spirit Keeper. We just attack it into the True Name. If they block, we just get spirits. And that creates our clock. What's up, Lunik? Let's play Thalia. To like counterspell it for some reason if they want to force this Thalia, then I get more spirits here, so. Go get them. Yep. Block. I get 3 spirits, that's right, because the Spirit Keeper dies. Cataclysm seems pretty good here. I mean, I assume that Sanctum Pearl is also doing a ton of work, obviously. Like, my opponent could have, like, cantripped into more lands by now, but... It's doing pretty decent. So what did I board last time? Then I'm going to try Sarah Ventress as Spirit of the Lab. Then run into problems with Dread Knight and is it Steadcast or Soul Ferment looks like they're everywhere. Huh. Interesting. You could also try Tomic. I think Tomic's probably worse than Sarah Avenger, but I'm interested in like trying it in the future. I think it's mostly worse. It depends on what matchups you want Avenger for. Like if you want Avenger for like Stoneblade and stuff, obviously it's gonna be way better than Tomic. But I think like Tomic, especially with 4 Caracas, can be like a more resilient threat, which is not nothing. So I'm gonna be trying at least in like normal D&T builds. How did I board last time? Did I just board in these? Servanger was great at the GP. Yeah, I forget how good Servanger was for me. I assume it was good. I played against Delver like 3 times. It was okay. What did I board out? Ballista and the Plows. That looks right. And then I cut 1 more card. So I brought in 5 cards. This feels correct. I think I cut like a Spirit Keeper or a Thalia. Maybe Spirit Keeper's okay. You cut a Thalia? Doesn't that what I did last time? That sounds about right. Hang on, I'll close the door here. Actually, I did lose Ultron test last week. It was the end boss. Oof. CN seems decent. Come on, Wasteland. They shuffled. Come on, Wasteland. Dang it. Never lucky. Why is Canvas there? Oh, yeah. Well, Canvas is okay. Turns off Snapcaster. It's definitely not great in this matchup, though. What's the justification for 4 Caracas? Just really on Magara? Yeah, seems like it. Which is also why I had the Tomic thought. So Captain Canvas here kind of sucks, but I also don't want to run out Revoker because it's like just a more important card in the matchup. There's like 1 or 2 drop. This turns off like the ability for my opponent to like snap plow me and stuff. Rude. But also fine because this Canvas is like pretty mediocre anyway. Probably running a Mangara, especially because we have the second one now. Probably better than playing any of this shit. Like a recruiter for something, but what am I recruitering for? Force of Will, sure. Making the Spirit Keeper better if it actually gets to explode. Rip Caracas. No, this isn't right. They have another land in hand already, right? Wait, no, they returned Tundra to their hand to Daze. Then they played Flooded Strand. They played Wasteland. Okay, no, they have another Tundra in hand. So I don't think Wastelanding this is good when I would rather be like developing other cards. Like Mangara their land and Wasteland them next turn. Oh no, they're just getting a ton of land drops. Wow, they just concede, huh? Alright, I'll take it. I thought this game was going somewhere. I didn't think this game was quite over yet. I had a couple of decisions to make right here. Alright, I'll take it. More than anything, I just like casting Cataclysm in game ones with this deck, because just like absolutely no one on Earth plays around game 1 Cataclysm. And it is really amusing. I'll probably take this to like a smaller local event and just like get people. Especially because like at this point everyone knows I'm on Death and Taxes. What does everyone like to play at the shop though? Is Cataclysm even good? Not really. There's some gimmicky. Yeah, there's definitely some meme appeal. Oh, rip Solnox again. Well, this hand is pretty good. I mean, it's actually a little bit awkward, but it's probably a keep still. Against, we have like Caracas Wisp against, Caracas Wisp Wasteland against Depths. Or what I assume to be Depths. I think this Chromox is just like nothing, right? I think we keep this though. Yeah, this Chromox is just gonna like sit in my hand for probably most of the game, but it's still like a good hand against, especially against Depths. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to expose Wasteland or Caracas. I think Wasteland, because at least Caracas casts things. It's like a moderately important white source. And before he's just like not on depth, I just kept like a atrocious hand. Even if it's not on depth, this hand is like nothing. It's a little bit clunkier, but yeah. That was my decision on whether I wanted to lead with Wasteland or Caracas. I honestly wasn't sure which one's correct. I could like play a Spirit Lab here, but it seems pretty terrible. I'd also lose a Spirit Lab in the process. Thoughtseize, Ripped Wisp. Yep. Nice. I'm supposed to put this in at Sorcery Speed, I think. He knows I have them, and like Solnox does play like Brainstorms in his list. It's like he would just brainstorm in response to a spirit, so this will just shut it down. Obviously, if I hadn't got Thoughtseize, I'd leave up the ability to like put in a spirit. Oh, we're doing this game. Ooh, that's a good draw. What twos do we have? It's just Revoker, Thalia, Spirit, Canonist. So nothing useful if I wanted to like recruit now, but like recruiting 3s or 4, like going in Jailer, is pretty nuts. So get him. Rover's great. Yeah, Rover could be useful if like my opponent makes a Merit Age in the next 2 turns or whatever. We're gonna revoke the Safekeeper, Flicker Wisp, whatever. It's like, but we don't need a Revoker right now. We can just leave our vials at whatever. No, can't be Jailer here. Because, like, he could sack a land and I can still get Monarchy, but maybe it's Jailer. I don't think so. We got a good clock going. We just want to make sure we don't die. Could just be more Flicker Wisps. Yeah, it's probably just more Flicker Wisps, and then, like, put both these files on 3. Just have infinity Flicker Wisps. Because we only have 3 in the deck, but he can sack a land. Yeah, I mean, like, he's probably not going to win if he sacks a land, so, like, probably okay to get Jailer. Yeah. It's just a matter of, like, what is the safest? Because, like, we're very far ahead, so, like, what's the most likely way that we can actually lose this game? Jailer's probably fine. If we, like, Thought Seized... yeah. They lose the Safekeeper, we get Thought Seized. They can't, like, make a Merit Age in the same turn, though. We're, like, dealing them so much. Let's grab a Jailer. Actually, Thoughtseize doesn't even do it. Yeah, they just concede. Because Thoughtseize, I would just violent Wisp and then Wisp my recruiter in response to the Thoughtseize, and step it would come back and I would get another Wisp. Probably didn't matter there. Could have just like gotten another Wisp, put 2 files on 3. Like, all roads lead to Rome when you're playing against Turbo Devs. What did I board last time? This. There's a lot of cards. Cut Cataclysms. Cut these idiots. And then, like, shave Thalia and Spirit Keepers, I think of what I did last time. Like this or something. I might have actually shaved 3 Thalias and kept in a 3rd Spirit Keeper, but something like this is probably fine. Wait, no, this is 61 cards. Alright, well, I guess we're going down to 1 Thalia. Yeah, this looks fine. We are just getting to roll people, but 2 of our matches so far have just been depths, so well, this hand is very bad. This hand is better by a pretty significant margin. I think we're shipping this Spirit Keeper. Maybe the Prelate. Prelate's kind of slow, but like Prelate on 2 for like Abrupt Decay and shit is not bad. Let's ship the Spirit Keeper. What do we got? Bob? Sylvan. Alright, that's pretty bad for me. Sylvan draws a lot of cards. If this vial bites the dust, we're in a bit of trouble. Probably just like fucking go to 10, maybe go to 14, depending on how good the cards are as well. His hand's full of good stuff if this vial doesn't bite it. Well, that qualifies as biting it. Now we really needed a land drop. At least we're a little insulated from the combo for a bit. Less so. Aha. Ah, Chromox. It's like a land, but worse. So I want to play it out here because I don't want to get thought seized and like lose my land. It's a shame that I can't do anything with it. I think I'm pitching Prelate. I think Wisps are just more important. Prelate just like doesn't seem like it's going to be doing a lot. There's a chance I want to pitch like a Wisp though, but I think it's better to pitch Prelate. I feel like I broke to get my Chromox. I'm going to feel really bad. The worst land drop in history. Damn it. Maybe that's a reason to like not play it out. It's like a pretty reasonable number of both decays and thought seizes though. Can't play around everything, but it's more devastating if it gets decayed, right? Because I'm also down a card all of a sudden. I'm still not dead. I'm just hitting a bunch of land drops. Just gonna beat me to death with the Sylvan Safe Keeper here. Alright. We can cast a Phyrexia Revoker. What am I just like stage my Wasteland and then Wasteland it? Some stupid shit. What am I even gonna. I guess I'd name Sylvan Safekeeper to make this plow more relevant. Well, that's also rude. That one keeps their stage in play as well. At least we have like some pressure on the board. Maybe not. Now we can't really attack. I think I'd be happy to trade this Bob. This plows our only line of defense of not getting depths. Oh yeah, we definitely can't attack anymore. Hey, a Caracas. Oops, fared in. Yeah, I guess it's hard for my opponent to take damage if they have Sylvan and Bob. Not a very good win con. I was probably actually supposed to plow this Bob because I drew the Caracas. That was... Yeah, probably wasn't great. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't do anything yet. Yeah, I wasn't thinking I was definitely supposed to kill this Bob. Makes my hand a lot worse, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm definitely supposed to do this, so I guess I'll just do it now. Did they play the Verdant? Yeah, they did. Okay, I don't know about anything else. Alright, second Aether Vial. So if I attack, they still get depths me. So I think I want to be attacking. Oh wait, this walks into Dread. I don't know, they don't play like Dread Harbor. Pretty sure. Play out this second useless Aether Vial. There's like crop rotation, do we die? And be 1 mana off of killing me. Alright, so it's not anything yet. Attack was Fearless, Verdant, Crop, or Dryad was a possibility. I don't really... Do these decks play Dryad? I think not even Positive Depths plays Dryad Harbor. I did briefly consider it right as I attacked. I was like, oh wait. And then... There we go. Oh yeah, Verdant exists. Whatever. Goodbye, Mom. I didn't need you. Well, that's probably GG's. I feel like if it's for Diabolic Edict, they wouldn't board it in, right? He'll never figure out the line. Dang. Well, that was a bit of a clunker. Our mulligan was punished accordingly. I'll resubmit. Kept the 6. I was like, oh well, hopefully he doesn't attack my Aether Vial. And we got Pithing Needle, and it was a bummer. But now we're on the play game 3. Should be okay. We'll keep this and get summarily wrecked by a similar issue that we had last time. I think this hand still keep. This hand has a lot of powerful tools. It just wants to hit like 1 land drop. Also, we notably saw Dread of Night, so that's notable for like Sanctum Prelate and stuff. We might put it on 1 instead of 2. Like if we have a mom active, we can put the Prelate on 1. Although that turns off our plow, so you know. It's situation based. We'll play by ear. Thoughtseize. There are a lot of targets. How's this Mad White pile doing? We're 2-1 right now. It's been doing pretty decent. I haven't felt like a lot of the strengths have come off of the back of like the specifically like the main deck Cataclysm and stuff, and more it's just on the back of being like a reasonably powerful, still mostly a D&T shell, but. Well, this ain't good. Probably don't want to wasteland this, considering our current mana situation. Rude. I can't wasteland. Actual 0% chance of wastelanding there. Yeah, we just need to hit another land drop. Well, that's not exactly what we wanted. It does let me Recruiter, at least. It does not let me play Prelate, which I might have liked to do more, but at least we'll fire this guy into the void. Goodbye, Recruiter. So what do we get? Yeah, I was thinking Relic Order to just hit the Dread of Night, assuming we draw a white source. If we don't, we can recruit another thing. Recruit like a Jailer or Revoker or Ballista or something, depending on what happens, but I think Relic Order is the top priority. There are also situations where we can hit the needle and like double wasteland them if that's relevant. Hexmage, so currently dead to a crop rotation, and there's nothing we can do about it. So I think I'm just going to cast Recruiter for a Ballista now and die to a crop rotation. We are likely dead, but I'll hope. Oh, well, that's it. GG's. Solnuk's got us back. Some really clunky game 2 and 3 hands. That's life. I don't think I'm supposed to mulligan. I'm definitely not mulliganing that 6, and I don't think I'm supposed to mulligan that 7. 7 felt fine. Just like not hitting land drops. This has not been the most exciting league. We played against the actual same depths player twice, and then we played against like 2 Stoneblade matchups. This has not been the most interesting of test leagues for this deck or for this iteration. Yeah, we got Dread Knight in both games 2 and 3. That is also notable. But the Dread Knight didn't super matter game. I guess it kind of mattered. We would have definitely like not had our moms and shit done, but we also never would have got to like cast our things and stop the Merit Lage. For sterile errors on DNT right after our first match. That's sad. You got the revenge on me though. GG's indeed. Rehued with you just brought the Death and Taxes 8 cards. Or playing against Susurrus. This is the modern guy, right? He's like a 4-color war or whatever. That seems fine. I have no idea what he does in Legacy. We lost all of our die rolls today. Did we? I'm pretty sure we lost the first 3. Forget if we. I think we might have won it in the rematch against Solnux. Probably Mud. Unless he had sucks ass against Mud. He's playing Eldrazi Stompy. It's like the good Mud deck, right? Or Eldrazi Post. He also sucks ass against Eldrazi. I think I want to wasteland this. Put a mulligan to 6, and we have plenty of other lands. And like we don't have any relevant plays until like 4 mana. Pretty sure I'm supposed to wasteland this. Try to stumble him. He's run steps like a jerk. Or avoid them at all costs. Yeah, who plays Depths? Yeah, draws a post, but this only produces 1 mana. Don't Grim Monolith me. That's fine. Oh, maybe this is plow. I probably wasn't supposed to plow that. I think I'm supposed to just Ballista their Ballista. This Ballista doesn't exactly get a lot more value out of it. Pew. Gain more life. Still no thought things. What can we recruiter for that's relevant here? Spirit Spirit Keeper could be useful at some point. Could just like grab a Flicker Wisp and just like try to extract value that way. We already have Jailer in our hand for like our removal card. If we're getting Thought Knotted next turn, they have to take the Jailer and we have like a plow for it. So like we could Flicker Wisp our recruiter and cast Plow. It's probably better than playing Thought Layer right now. We don't have like a Stoneforge to go grab, which would be okay in this spot. We already have all the. I guess Monk. Yeah, Monkar is just like a very slow removal spell here. I just want Wisps. Let's get Wisps. Assuming we're gonna get Thought Knotted in the pretty near future here. Like right now. Yeah. They'll probably snipe the Jailer. If they take the Plow, I'm extremely scared that they have like a Smasher follow-up, but yeah. Ooh. We could Plow Wasteland Glimmer Post Thalia. Could also just leave the Thought Knot and play like Wisp Wasteland. We don't need to kill it yet. I don't know how much I like wastelanding like a 1 mana land in the deck full of 2 mana lands with like Cloud Posts and shit. But like, I also like if they just don't hit land drops, we can severely put them off balance. Let's draw a card first. I think I'm plowing, so let's reassess after we draw. Spirit Keeper's nice. There's only 1 creature in the yard, though. Let's Thalia and Wasteland. Urborg? I think Glimmer Post over Urborg. Grim Monolith, huh? Could Recruiter for a Revoker for it, but probably is too late, right? Gonna have 6 mana. We probably want like an answer. You get a Mungar, but it's gonna be really slow if they just like cast an Endbringer or something. a recruiter for Cataclysm? Could just like get another Wisp. But, like I'm concerned that they have. We can't get. We already got our Jailer thought mounted. Otherwise, I would definitely be grabbing a Jailer here. Concerned about like an Endbringer or something. I guess we'll grab a Revoker then. If they do nothing, we can revoke the Monolith. If they get like an Endbringer, we can revoke the Endbringer. We'll grab a Revoker. There's not nothing. Or if they ballista me, they just get to like wrath my board anyway. But then we can have a Spirit Keeper. It's a lot of mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is a big something. Oh, fuck. Yep. Yep. I mean, probably just casting this other Thalia to just like make this Spirit Keeper bigger. Concerned about getting Ulamogged at this stage. Guess I could just attack with all. They're probably incentivized to block the Thalia. I have to cast the Spirit Keeper first, though. Just to prevent more damage. Yeah, let's attack them all. If they block the if they block the Recruiter, I think I'm still casting the other Thalia. And just planning on attacking with the Spirit Keeper afterwards. So if they block it, we just make a ton of spirits. And hopefully not getting Ulamogged. Attack the factory too. I think I'd rather play this Thalia than attack the factory. They block the factory if I attack the factory. And the factory doesn't make the Spirit Keeper bigger. Next turn I will likely attack with the factory, because we probably won't have more things to do with the mana. If we like Ugin, we're just dead, but I mean, that's life. Not beating an Ugin. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Yep, there's the Endbringer. Let's draw more Thalia, is cool. Animate factory, attack with everything, I guess? Not a great plan, but it is a plan. We only have 2 creatures in the yard. If they just block the Spirit Keeper, we just get 3 spirits. They block, yeah, they just block Spirit Keeper and factory, actually, and I'd only get 3 spirits. I guess I'm going to cast this Thalia pre-combat, so I at least get 4 spirits. But it's definitely not looking good. This Endbringer is probably just going to put me in the ground. Yes, we were certainly in a very bad spot. Really needed to draw Cataclysm like a long time ago. So I have 3 creatures in the yard, 4 or 5, depending on how they block. Yeah, I think I do have to animate this. And just send everything. Yeah, those blocks make the most sense. life too. Kill my wisp, untap, kill a spirit. Yeah, I think we're dead. Unless we draw like another plow. Or like a revoker maybe. Ugh. Maybe we're just dead. Jeez, one just like smashing me now. Do I have to like just quad block this thought mode? Then how are we winning? Yeah, we're dead. That was rough. Definitely some of it came from just our recruiters not being able to like find a lot of useful stuff outside of the jailer that we drew. Like we didn't have any stone porters to go find, like equipment. There's a chance I wanted to like find a Mankara somewhere in there. Instead of like that wisp. What did the wisp end up doing? The wisp went to go find a revoker, and then the revoker got second thought mounted. What do we want? All of this. A lot of cards. 8. Cut this. Cut all the moms. Cut the spirits. And like. Cannon. Actually, spirit might be better than Thalia by virtue of having 3 power versus having 2 power. And like you can keep spirit as an extra card off of a cataclysm. What does this look like? I wonder if this is an honor of the pure matchup. Anthem isn't nothing, especially in tandem with like Spirit Keeper. Prevents like it's strong against Ballista and Endbringer and stuff. This isn't unreasonable. We're just like so high up on the curve is the issue. Like, look at all these fucking 3 drops and 4 drops. I guess these are 2s. And with no ports, it's just like so much harder to attack the mana of these decks without just you need to cataclysm them. Yeah, I feel like this might be an honor of the pure matchup. I'll cut like that or something. Oh wait, no, the second probably sucks. Leaving these 3 ones. They're 4/2s. They trade with the thought now when you have an honor of the pure. But the lack of Stoneforge Mystic triggers me a little. Yeah, I mean, Bahra's always liked to test lists without Stoneforge Mystic, especially back in like the Deathray Shaman days and stuff. What is this list? This is a list from Bahra, one of the most ingenious Death and Taxes brewers and players that I know. He 5-0'd this list a while ago. Maindeck Cataclysms and nonsense. Do I have to keep this hand? This hand sucks. This hand's so bad. But like, is this a hand that like, oh god. This hand sucks in so many ways. There's no way I can keep this, right? Like, double plow, no threats, no mana. Like, these cards are good, with the exception of the Recruiter, which kind of just like sucks. These are all cards I want in the matchup, but like, I don't think Karakas Wasteland is going to get me there. But there's also the possibility that I need to keep this hand just based on the merits of, like, you need to get a little bit lucky, especially with, like, this build. I think this build is weaker to Eldrazi, because you're missing the Stoneforge package. But we're on the play. I think we can mulligan into something like a File. File seems really, fuck. Now we're just dead, because now we're just going to 5. No, we tried. I don't think that 7 has, like, great odds of winning the game. This hand does. We're going to ship this Chromox because we're on 5. We can't afford more card disadvantage. And we'll ship this Spirit of the Labyrinth, I think. I'm just going to win with Honor of the Pure and Hallowed Spirit Keeper. We'll be fine. What could go wrong? Alright, we're going to win with 2 Honor of the Pures and Hallowed Spirit Keeper. We'll get them. Maybe they'll just like play Grim Monolith next turn. Or like Chalice on 1. Nice. Oh, that's a lot of mana. That's a thought odds here. Take the Spirit Keeper, probably. The Mangara, interesting. Ooh. Wonder if I block if he attacks. Yanni sent me here having a good game. Well, we're doing okay. Say hi to Yanni for me next time you're in his chat. Oh god, we're getting flattened. Putter just has like 9 trillion mana. Feel like we're dying a horrible death. Oh, never mind, this is the Chalice on 2. Does turn off my second Honor of the Pure. But we do just get to start attacking with Howled Spirit Keeper and then play another Howled Spirit Keeper. Get them, Spirit Keepers. You're my only hope. That's a lot of mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not quite enough for Ulamog. I think they're 1 mana off. That's enough mana for a lot, and I can't really beat a lot. Reverse Druid Knight seems sweet in the right matchups. Yeah, Honor of the Pure is a sweet card, especially in like these like super heavy Spirit Keeper builds where you can just Spirit Keeper plus Honor of the Pure and like beat up Grixis and stuff. Well, we're probably dead here. I'm gonna attack with both. If we trade, we get like 1/3/3 Spirit, which is like kind of the only thing that we can really use to win this game anyway. Yeah. Oh, we had 2 Spirits already. Yeah. Not a 3/3, but you guys get me. Yeah, if we're just getting logged. Yeah, maybe not. It's definitely a lot of mana. This feels like I'm getting a little logged. Actually, this looks like a walking. No, that's a little logged. Alright, we're good here. Yeah, I mean, we mulled a 5, and we had like a good 5. That was definitely reasonable to try to flounder around this matchup. But anyway, let's do a little breakdown of the deck before we sign out here. So this was, for those of you that like tuned in or like tuned in the middle or didn't read the title or whatever, this is another one of Bahra's brain children. Maindeck Cataclysm, no Stoneforge, bunch of Howled Spirit Keepers and stuff. And it was like, it's definitely sweet and it's got both some meme value and just some like just reasonable power value, but it is very meta dependent. I don't think it's attacking the meta the way I want to be attacking the meta right now. Like, our league wasn't very helpful in terms of data gathering. We played against, like, Depths twice and Stoneblade twice, but I think Stoneblade is one of the biggest knocks against this deck, is that we're playing a 4 Spirit Keeper deck in a format where, like, Swords Plowshares is, like, at its highest. There's a bunch of Stoneblade. Stoneblade's, like, the most popular deck right now. And, of course, Miracles always exist, and Spirit Keeper's, like, kind of weak in those matchups. In addition, losing the Stoneblade package makes you, or losing the Stoneforge package makes you weaker to Delver and Eldrazi. Like, I think that game 1, if we were like normal Death and Taxes, we might have been able to win just based on like being able to proactively tutor more relevant cards. The tutor package felt weaker, specifically against Eldrazi there. Obviously, that's not always the case, but so let's use some Tomic. Tomic's nice. I'm definitely excited to start trying Tomic in normal Death and Taxes builds going forward. But yeah, this is a sweet list. Would definitely enjoy playing something like this, like if, say, Grixis was the top deck. Obviously, this deck's like bananas then, right? You have 4 Spirit Keepers in the 75, you have like dumpster them. I just like don't think 4 Spirit Keeper, 2 Jailer, 3 Cataclysm is like where I want to be when Stoneblade's the top dog. And just like a more fragile mana base, we have like 7 planes in like the back to basics Stoneblade meta. It's definitely sweet. Definitely enjoy casting Cataclysms, but just wanted to give this one a whirl to kind of like give it a test drive and kind of put my mind at ease on what my thoughts were and kind of put them on paper. Or not on paper. You guys get it. This craziness that I'm trying seems cool. Like Stonehorse makes it weaker on the ground. That's not seriously a bad thing. But yeah, I mean, I'm always game to like try out things multiple times. Obviously, just running it through one league isn't ever a good trial run. And there's easily like Bahra is like 1,000,000 with this deck or whatever. There's always variance between leagues, and I think this deck is reasonable. It's just like if I were trying to attack the meta, this is not the way I would be doing it. And I know Bahra does a lot of weird things trying to like attack certain metas rather than just like what I do, which is just like jam like relatively stock D&T lists against a wall repeatedly, just because I'm not good deck innovator. I'm just like good at like ramming a deck repeatedly against a wall, trying to fine tune it and trying to tweak it out to certain metas. So this is not where I would be going. Barking with a ham sandwich, yeah, also true. If Bahra can win with that spicy popcorn list that he had, he can win with anything. That deck was a fucking dumpster fire. Fucking like Esper, Ashiok, True Name, whatever it was. Hell, Spirit Keeper nonsense. Anyway, let's go find someone to host. That's gonna be our stream for the day. Who's playing Legacy? Ooh, Arkin. Let's go host Arkin. Arkin's always cool. Just streams a shit ton of Legacy all the time. He's currently away, but I assume he's going to be back. So anyway, thanks everybody for watching today. Hope you had a good time. Let me know if you see any other like interesting Death and Taxes builds. Right now, I'm in kind of this grace period where I don't really have any tournaments coming up, so I like trying out new things. I might give the E-Tie list a whirl at some point, which is another like kind of weird meta attacking list that he had been cooking up. But anyway, if you want to support the channel, you can always follow, subscribe, or donate. As always, I do donation deck lists. You get a sweet Thalia emote for subbing. You can always know where to find me. It's easier if you follow. Also, follow me, subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Twitter. Links for that are down below, yada yada. We're going to go host Arkin. Have a good weekend, everybody. I'll see you guys all on Monday.